Ghost Beast!
Ghost Beast.
A horror podcast. I'm Todd.
I'm Becca.
And together we're going to watch every single horror movie, which is why we watched Phantasm from 1979. It's directed by Don Coscarelli, who's directed all of these, I believe. There's 5 of them. Wait. Oh, I don't know if he directed the 5th one. Maybe it's just not on IMDb. That's a whole thing. We'll talk about when we get there.
Okay.
We'll get there because we're watching every one of these. But he also directed Bubba Hotep. Do you know about that movie? That's a Bruce Campbell movie.
No.
It's like a horror comedy. It's pretty good. And he also directed John Dies at the End, which I don't know what that is. However, people seem to like it.
I don't know if I've seen that or not. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't know anything about it. But Phantasm. This is, first of all, hi. Every October, we like to pick a horror series and go through it. The problem is we've been together for 10 years. And so we have kind of watched everything. We've watched all the big stuff. I think like we're reaching this very fun area. Because we've seen Halloween.
Yeah.
That's actually how we started it because I had only seen like bits and pieces of those movies when we met. And these were like very central to you and your mom, I think, when we first met. So you could not believe that I was not a giant Halloween fan.
Oh, yeah. I mean, my family, we would watch the Halloween films a lot. Like, a lot. Yeah.
I know. So that was why we were like, fuck it, let's watch all of them. And it just became a tradition after that. But I think the next year was Friday 13th because that's my series.
Well, I mean, I also have a connection to...
It's mine.
Well,
it's mine.
No, it's also mine. So...
It's more mine, but sure.
It's definitely mine as well.
Ours,
I grew up with this.
More mine. Yeah.
I grew up with Friday the 13th.
Now that we agree. We also saw...
Hold on a second. I'm going to defend myself here because I love Jason.
I know.
And if I had to pick, I would pick Jason.
Oh, that's controversial. I thought you would have picked Mikey.
No, okay. I picked Jason.
Well, we agree on that. And I mean, we saw Nightmare, we saw Child's Play, saw like all those. So now we're at Phantasm. I mean, we did also, like, we watched Jeepers Creepers. Like, we're already starting to slide into that realm. Not to compare this to that, because this is way better than Jeepers Creepers.
This is definitely better than Jeepers Creepers.
This movie's fucking art.
Yeah.
Okay? But, like, we're at the point now where I think next is going to be, like, Critters. We got to watch the Leprechaun movies. There's, like, there's a lot of random stuff that I'm excited to get to.
I'll get there. I don't know.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I don't know.
That's funny. I am pumped about all of this.
I think specifically the Leprechaun movies, I do not have a good history with, just because...
Me neither, but people love those.
Well,
so.
There were just like annoying boys in school that would quote the movie to me all the time. And like, I was like, I haven't seen this. Stop quoting this to me.
Yeah, horror nerds are kind of the worst. They kind of fucking suck.
So definitely made me lose interest in seeing it because I was like, I get this movie quoted to me on the daily by people at school.
We'll get there. I think we'll be able to appreciate them more now, I think.
Yeah.
But Phantasm, this is in the like very mystical zone of I saw this as a child, way too young.
Yeah.
Like, stop me if you've heard this before. Saw it like USA or something. And now having seen it, because I mean, this was so long ago. I remember next to nothing. Like, I know it's in that realm of like I was too young.
How old were you?
I don't know. It's tough, but it's like there's a certain realm where it's like I know I must have been way young because there's stuff in this movie that I remember literally giving me nightmares.
Yeah.
And then watching it now, it's so ridiculous that it's like, oh, I must have been like 5 years old or something.
Yeah.
Like I had to have been super young.
Yeah.
Because by middle school, I was watching like all the Romero movies and shit like that and just loving it. So it had to be like elementary school age.
Yeah. I feel like there's specifically horror fans have those type of memories.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think after seeing it, I've definitely seen the first 2. I don't think I've seen 3 or 4, and 5 is like recent. It's like the 2010s, I think. which is crazy. That'll be interesting to see. But there is like, yeah, there's a lot of stuff in here I remember. We haven't really talked about the movie at all. For those of you who do not know, because this is like, not only is this an older one, it's like, this is a more obscure one.
Yeah.
This is like, if somebody's like, yeah, I'm a fucking Phantasm fan, you're like, oh, you're a fucking OG. You're a real one. Because they definitely are the kind of movies that had like a cult following. And the thing is, I don't really know how to summarize the plot to these, because it almost, in a way, it feels like a prog rock music video.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Every part of it, from
the score,
like every
crazy.
The score, of course, but the shots feel like album covers. You know, it's it is that kind of style.
It definitely gave me like feelings of Suspiria.
Yeah,
which between specifically the score and just how well composed all the shots were and strange they were.
Oh yeah, you called out Goblin like right away when the music started. I have some things to say about the music, by the way, that are so much fun. I want to get to that. But it's just like, it is a movie where like everyone in this movie thinks they're cool as fuck, and they are. It is just a cool, weird fucking movie.
Yeah.
And I read a little bit about it, because this is one of those, when you have the cult movies, they're the most interesting to be like, okay, what is the history of this shit? Because it is so weird and nonsensical. Because like so much of the movie is vibes until you get to the end. And then when they tell you what it's about, it's just like, what? Like, it's just crazy.
Am I right to say that this does feel like kind of Italian?
Well,
you let me know.
Well, that's going to be...
My resident Italian.
Okay. That's something I want to talk about with the music in a second. It does feel very Italian. But the fun thing, though, with these kind of like small cult movies is like, I really want to know what the behind the scenes is, because there's always like interesting stories about like, what the fuck happened with this? How did they make this? And the way they made it is the director would rent camera equipment on a Friday so that he could record over the weekend while paying for one day. And the whole movie was shot like that.
That's so fucking cool. I love that.
It's literally just like Friday, Saturday, Sunday for like weeks and weeks and weeks.
You got to do what you got to do.
But it says so much about how they shot it. Because it is something where like there's a lot of repeated sets.
Yeah.
You know, and like it's not doing a whole lot. There's straight up parts in the movie where they're just like, yeah, I ran into all these people and they're like saying what happened without actually like showing you what happened. Yeah. It's like, okay, it is really that kind of like guerrilla ass horror movie. And I think that adds to the charm.
I think so too. And this film definitely has S tier blood, my favorite bright red blood.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
That's part of the weirdness, is like they're doing weird shit with the effects and all the like horror ideas. They straight up just ripped off of Dune for one part. I had to look like, what year did Dune come out? Because they just like steal a whole scene from that. It's like, it really just feels like some, I don't know how old they were.
I'm glad you thought that, because I was thinking that too, and I was like, maybe I'm thinking too hard about it.
It has that kind of college film nerd energy.
Yeah.
And I don't know how old they were when they made this. It feels like some college kids that just got together and were like, let's fucking make a cool ass motherfucking movie. But I did want to talk about with the soundtrack.
Yeah.
Because I was trying to be like, is this technically prog rock?
Right.
I don't know a fucking thing about this, but I know
we're still new to prog rock.
All I know is when we saw Destroy All Neighbors, they described it as music that just has like everything, where you're putting like everything into it. And that's like stuck with me whenever I think like, is this prog rock? And this does feel like that, but the way I saw the music described, it is apparently a genre called Italian library style. That is literally the
I love
genre.
that.
I even like was like, what the fuck is this a thing?
So
or they
this
just
is
make
Italian.
This up? I Googled it and it's like, that is a genre. And
that's
I think
fucking awesome.
I think what I didn't look into it too much. It feels like it's like almost like the library in it is like sound library, where they're just pulling all these like different sounds and genres and styles, and that's why it sounds like so fucking weird and crazy, and like they're using every single instrument and tool available, you know?
Yeah, I love that. It's super
cool.
I think I love Italian library style.
I saw there were like playlists of this. I really want to just, even though I feel like that makes you kind of a psychopath if you're just like sitting in your car listening to this kind of shit.
There's so much different kinds of music to listen to.
I'm not saying I wouldn't do it. I think it would be great. Just say it would make you look fucking crazy.
Yeah. I mean, like, look, I've played the Suspiria soundtrack to go to sleep. So.
That's different. That soundtrack slaps.
Yeah. That's so fucking good. I need it on vinyl. I know I said that in the Suspiria episode, but I keep thinking about it.
Well, if you find it, it's not like $200.
Yeah, I know.
But like, yeah, this was still like, it's fun, it's silly, it doesn't completely make sense.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of excited to watch the other one.
Yeah, me too. I can't wait to see the next one.
There's so many cool ideas, though. We'll talk about that in spoilers, because there are so many like little parts of this, I feel like, that don't really make sense together.
Yeah.
But it's just like, oh, I remember that part. That part fucking rocks.
Yeah.
And that was like part of the thing for me is like, as a lore hater, which is always the problem when you have this many sequels. It's like, how much lore are we getting? Probably too much.
Probably.
But in this, the lore is so fucking weird and incomprehensible that I was just like, I don't care. I'm here for it. Like, tell me more. Like, what else is going on here? It didn't feel like they were trying way too hard to create this world and this like encyclopedia of knowledge around the lore and everything. It just feels like they're making up as they go to just make the coolest shit possible.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, I can get down with that. So you had a good time with it?
I did. I really liked it. I can't wait to see the other ones. And I think I'm a Phantasm fan now.
Oh yeah. Well, let's slow down. We've only seen the first one.
It was really good. I liked it.
It's tough because I remember we saw Jeepers Creepers.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, yeah, you know what? Like, I want to see where this is going. And very quickly that changed.
Yeah.
So we'll see. But I'm hopeful.
I don't want this one to Jeepers Creepers us.
No, please no. I don't know how much of a content warning I can give for this. Can you think of anything?
Not really.
It's so weird that like
everything seems consensual and nothing really gets too gory.
Yeah.
So
there are definitely titties in this,
yeah.
which didn't remember that since I saw it on TV.
They probably cut that part out.
Well, yeah,
it was the whole screen.
It is. Don't think they showed that on USA. Yeah,
it's literally just the whole screen.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, it's like a music video. So everything is just so silly though.
Yeah, full screen titties.
Yep.
That's it.
Yes. If that bothers you, I guess content warning.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't have anything else till we get into spoilers.
No, me either.
Then let's get to spoilers. Oh my god, how was that 14 minutes?
What's funny is that happened in the last episode too. I looked over and I'm like, oh, we are already way over 15 minutes.
So it's funny because so much of this movie feels like a dream, that the twist that it is a dream, quote unquote, because obviously there has to be more to it if there's 4 more fucking movies. But it's one of those movies where like, oh, that twist makes sense. That the whole thing was a dream, because it is just so fucking strange. Because I mean, the only thing about the story, all there is to really say about the story is that you have this kid who discovers weird shit going on at a cemetery. He sees like little Jawa guys running around, and he also sees the mortician, undertaker. What is that title?
Oh, I don't know. Was he the funeral director? Did he own the...
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
The head cemetery guy.
Yeah.
Like picks up a casket like one-handed and puts it in the back of a car. Yeah, in the hearse. But that winds up being the whole movie, is this kid just trying to figure out what's going on and like trying to get his big bro involved in the whole thing. And maybe this is like part of why this worked on me as a kid, is that it has that kind of little kid logic to all of it, that dream logic. It's like, that's the thing that really clicked for me, that's like, okay, I know why this had such a big impact.
Well, yeah, this is just pure nightmare fuel for a child.
Yeah. I will say, like, I mean, if we're going to talk about my favorite scene, I think, watching it again, that fucking flying ball with the blade sticking out, that was literally in my nightmares.
I can see why. That is very scary.
It's so ridiculous, and it doesn't make sense. Like, Becca, can you explain to me What is that thing? Where did it come from?
Another universe? I don't know. Came through a portal.
It's kind of just there, fucking people up.
Yeah. That's scary.
Yeah, the scene where it kills the one guy and it literally like attaches onto his head and then like sucks his blood out the back of it. It's like spraying it everywhere.
Yeah.
That was fucking crazy. That's the thing that like
cool.
I am a little concerned because I remembered a little too much of that scene. So it's like
when you were a kid,
showing that shit on TV.
Yeah.
Because that explains like, yeah, I know why this fucked me up.
They didn't show the boobs, but they showed the stream of blood coming out of that guy's head. I remember the
blood coming out of it. So it's like, I guess that wasn't cut out.
That's terrible.
But it's funny. One of the notes that I wrote down is HD piss. Because, so that scene, at the end of the scene when the guy falls down and dies,
it's 4K piss.
He just pees all over the floor. And when we were watching it, it went from being like, oh shit, that's crazy, to being like, oh, he pissed himself.
Yeah.
Like, that's fucked up. Like, it was just weird detail.
Yeah. That was disturbing detail. Crazy.
The reason I wrote down HD piss is because I read that originally this was something that like would not pass the MP.
Right. I can see that.
And apparently in low res, it was like invisible. Like you couldn't see it. And we watched the 4K remaster of Phantasm. So it's like, that is such a crazy detail that like, it was always there, but nobody knew. And so that's why like, I don't even remember that shit. And now the 4K remaster comes out and it's like, oh shit, they slipped that in there, huh?
That's crazy.
It's crazy.
It is. I will say like, it went from like, oh, this is strange, I'm along for the ride, to when the guy he pissed himself. Was like, okay.
It was a little shocking. Yeah. You see all the blood. You're not used to seeing
we know,
piss.
But it's like, for some reason, I'm always okay that that's left out in horror. I don't feel like.
I don't think anyone the Terrifier killed pissed themselves.
No.
I'll say that.
Yeah.
You know, but
that's
like
scary.
It's a funny detail that I think is a part of like the Phantasm lore now.
No, I love that. That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean that fucking little ball was scary, so I know that pops up more in these movies.
I think that's kind of its thing. Yeah. It seems like.
But the big tall man, who I think is just called like Tall Man or something. I should look that up because I feel like
Tall Man and long
fans
legs.
will crucify me for getting the lore wrong on the Tall Man.
No, we should know.
He's literally called the Tall Man. I got it right.
Oh, I love that though. Kind of like long legs. They'd be friends. Tall man and long legs.
There's a tall man who's very scary. Very scary tall man. And the Jawas are strange. I think that was another detail I read that was like, this came out around the time of Star Wars.
I was curious about that.
Yeah, and I think like, it seems like they both had just the same fucking idea. And I think they tried to talk him into changing their robes to be like black or gray. I think it was gray. And he was like, no, they have to be brown. So we just get the little Jawas.
I think it could have worked either way.
Sure. It was just funny. And like, that's the thing. Like, so the big twist, because the whole movie is pretty good about being like, what is going on? Like, it is a pretty good mystery, you know, because it's like, what is with all these fucking weird people and this weird shit at the cemetery? And I actually think it's really cool when you get this kind of like sci-fi cosmic horror kind of twist.
Yeah. Didn't he like also like bleed yellow too?
He did have mustard blood. It was yucky.
Yeah. Gross. Pussy looking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's when they find that room that has those two like control rods, you know, it's like a super clean room.
Yeah. I thought that was such a cool transition in the movie.
Yeah.
Because you have this like very like old like mausoleum.
It was a cool set.
You kind of just like switch into this futuristic set.
It feels like that is like one of the main tenets of Phantasm, is that weird like sci-fi mixed with fantasy horror. This is the shit that feels like an album cover.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's like, this is what I'm saying about the lore. They give you just enough where it's like, oh yeah, so they're stealing the corpses and turning them into dwarves that are their slaves that I guess they send to this hell planet to work for them or something.
I think not even, they say that they turn them into, I'm assuming here that they're talking about a mythical version of a dwarf and not a little person.
I don't know why they are small, but
well, he said they squish them down. They squish them down. Yeah,
it's because of the gravity,
which is also like fucked up.
Sure, whatever.
Yeah,
I think that feels like they thought of that part second after. Let's have some creepy little dudes in brown cloaks. Why are they creepy little dudes? Yeah. So it's not important. Even that, it's like, how can you even take that seriously? It's so silly, but it just fits with everything else in the movie so well. Mm-hmm. I love it. I want to see more.
I want to see more too.
And I think the only other thing I wanted to really talk about, because I from what I remember, this is something that's actually pretty central. I mentioned these dudes in this movie. They are so goddamn cool, and they make sure you know it. There's like a scene where he randomly sits down with a guitar and it's just like, like just fucking jamming for no reason.
Yeah.
That served no purpose in the movie. It was just like, hold up, let me show you how cool this guy is real quick.
Yeah, just these two cool musicians.
Yeah, cool, like balding middle-aged guys, just like fucking rad. And the brother is like picking up chicks. Having no trouble with that. Yeah, he's cool.
It all feels very 70s for sure.
Yeah. But it is like that stuff too. I feel like when you're a kid, it's just like, this speaks right to you. Like, yeah, these motherfuckers are cool as hell. But it's like, the part that I love about all that is when the stuff starts happening, the guy is just like, all right, let me get my fucking pistol and my clips and like, I'm ready to go. It's like typical horror movie, It's surprising how often you don't see that.
Yeah.
I feel like in Friday the 13th, they're not just like, hold up, let me grab my pistol real quick. You know what I mean? Like, people feel way more helpless. And in these, it's just like, nah, we're about to go fuck this shit up. Everybody has a gun. The little kid has the shotgun,
And I will say, I don't like guns in general, especially in horror movies.
Yeah.
I don't like action movies with guns or anything like that. But the use of guns in this made sense.
It fits the tone so much.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was interesting to me too, is how much they're just fucking packing heat.
Yeah.
Because the reason why, I don't think this is a spoiler, but the thing that like...
Wait, are we not in spoilers?
No, I mean, like, what I mean is I don't want to spoil the other movies.
Oh, okay.
I think I have a memory from the second one of the one dude with straight up like a bandolier of bullets and like all these guns. I think that's something that's like central to the movie.
Okay.
And again, as a kid, that feeling of like, hell yeah, let's go fuck these guys up. Like, I think that was cool as hell.
I mean, that gives like, Evil Dead vibes
too.
Yeah. So totally. Yeah. That's very cool.
Fuck yeah. Yes. See, it's a cool movie. Phantasm, like, nailed it with the title.
Yeah, it's a cool ass title.
Like, what?
How could you not want to watch a movie called Phantasm?
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I am actually like, I'm so excited. Oh boy. See, this is that first episode, right? Where we're like, I'm so excited. Where's this going to go?
We're beginning October, very excited. So let's see.
I felt the same way with Jeepers Creepers. And like, remember Hell House LLC? We like just reposted those on YouTube.
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, I love this movie. I can't wait to see where it goes.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
please let that not happen here.
We should also mention that we're recording this episode in August. So.
What? Oh, yeah. And
just like timeline-wise.
You're right.
Yeah.
I guess we should point that out.
We should start to point out like when we record.
Whatever. Yeah. We record like as soon as we watch a movie, usually. And
then we just kind of fit it in the schedule.
Yeah. This whole thing is just basically a diary. So
yeah.
But I am, as of this moment, bright-eyed, fresh-faced. Is that a...
bushy-tailed? I don't like that, though.
Is it
that? Did I make that up?
I don't think that's what I'm saying.
Bright-eyed and bushy-tailed? Is that not a thing?
I don't think that's a thing. I think you just made that up. No. I think it's supposed to be like fresh-faced. That's a thing, right?
I don't know.
Bright eyes, fresh-faced.
I don't think so.
I don't even remember what I'm getting at.
We're both very excited to watch the rest of this in this moment.
I'm saying, I'm like, right now I'm very innocently saying like, yes, Phantasm, hooray. I have no idea where this goes with these. So it's going to be interesting. I think the only thing that did, I don't even know if I should tell you this, but like when I was reading stuff,
okay,
I think I read there were scenes they shot for this that they used in like the second and the third one, which makes me think like, I don't want to be negative.
My favorite scene.
Oh, did we not talk about that? Whoops. What's your favorite scene?
I really like the scene where the kid is like, I can't tell if he was having a nightmare then or whatever. The tall man is behind him like a grave, and then those zombie hands come up out of the...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and they like grab him. I thought that was really cool. I like that scene.
There are a few cool scenes like that. There's another one with his brother when they like reach through the painting in the wall or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's super cool looking.
Whoa.
Excuse me.
Yeah, I'm wondering if this was a dream, where is it going to go from here?
Well, you kind of have a limitless place to go, really.
Maybe it's just, you had another one of those dreams, buddy. I fucking hope not.
Who knows?
It does feel like something maybe they're making up as they go. So I'm here for the ride.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Too.
But you can go ghostbeast.com for all our links. You can also search for Ghost Beast Pod, and you can follow Ghost Beast on Letterboxd, where we rank everything we cover. It took an especially long time.
Yeah, you did.
Figuring this out. I think this is perfectly crafted.
Okay.
I put it above The Craft and below Tales from the Hood.
Yeah, actually, that seems like a really good place.
Fucking perfect. This list, I feel like we're getting over the hump, and it's going to start feeling like, yeah, that is where it goes.
I still think we should set aside time to edit at some point.
It's become a sacred text now. We cannot alter it.
Okay.
But that puts it at number 34 on our list. You can contact us at podcast@ghostbeast.com. What is your favorite Phantasm movie? No spoilers. I just want to know which one is your favorite. You can follow us on TikTok and YouTube. And that's it. Bye.